Greetings, everybody. Today, we're there's this thing that a lot of spiritual people, or so-called spiritual people, or people in general, basically, have this idea or this philosophy that's going on, has been going on for a little too long now, about just be positive, always be positive, and don't, don't don't get angry and don't get sad and just be happy all the time. These people are the people who think that they also think that doing yoga or meditation it's all about this. It's all about just being positive and always smiling and always happy, which is utter bullshit. And you don't need to always be positive. When we talk about yoga, we're talking about unity, union with everything. If you choose just the things that you like, and you consider them worthwhile, and you say, "Oh no, those are the things. No, those are the people. They're not. They're bad. Those are the things. They're bad, or those are the feelings. They're negative." No, I have to stay pure. First of all, what is it? What is pure? Pure of what? Pure of feelings of anger and sadness and hate and all that stuff? No. If you try to not be sad, if you try to not be angry, if you try to not be hateful, then you will really become sad, angry, and hateful. That's just the way it works. If you suppress a feeling, you get it in mass. It comes back and it hits you harder, and it may turn you into a nasty person, into a cold person. Like you're cold, but you don't want to be hateful. You don't want to say bad words, and you don't want to cuss, and you don't want to show your anger or show your sadness or your weakness. And in your head you're like, I just have to stay pure the whole time. That's bullshit. When people do that, they really become cold. They really become mean, violent. It's a form of violence when you do that. Violence is not expressing anger, expressing your uh, discontent, even if you express it in an angry way. Like, for example, if you see someone being abused on the street and they need help, you're not going to go up there and be smiling and, hey, please, you should not do this. This is not good. And, you have to be nice to him. Why are you doing this? While the other guy is violent and doesn't care about all that stuff. Do you see how ridiculous it is? What I'm saying, even all the great masters are saying too, and have been saying. But people just are so used to categorizing everything that no, positive, no, you have to be negative, positive and negative, you have to be just positive the whole time, and you gotta be. For them, being angry is negative, is bad. These these are the people who are still living in good and bad. They have not seen what's beyond good and bad, because there exists around beyond good and bad, which is just perceiving things as they are. You don't see things anymore as good or bad. Good or bad are matters only in certain situations. But if you want to know the nature of something, the nature of anything is neither good nor bad. It's just the nature of that thing. There's no duality there. But these people are still living in duality. That's why for them, I gotta stay positive the whole time. I don't want to be negative. They feel something that they have to say, and they're like, oh no, I shouldn't say it's negative. I don't want to be negative. But they have to say it. Like the thing is important, for example, or it's expressive at least. But they're like, no, I gotta be positive the whole time. So it's really ridiculous, and it doesn't help. Doesn't help. These are beginners, people who have are just beginners in all these ways of life that we call spiritual. They're seeing just the outside, like they see this so-called spiritual person who's obviously has reached their well-being, they're in balance with themselves, and they see them most of the time. They see them, they're feeling blissful, and there's no tension in them, and they think, wow, this guy never gets mad. Wow, this guy never gets sad. Wow, no, that's that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. That's a wrong conclusion. They do get sad and angry, but they know how to deal with it. We're all humans. We do get sad and angry and everything, but we know how to deal with it. Even fear, even people who say they're not afraid of anything, believe me, they feel fear. They just don't give in to it. They don't suppress it. There's a difference between suppressing a feeling and accepting it and then knowing how to manage it, knowing how to deal with it, knowing how to go around it, knowing even how to use it to do good or to do what's right, what's needed. For example, someone being violent to someone on the street and you walk by them, you don't need to be nice and talk nice and be like, please, can you just leave him alone? No, you're entitled, or you should go there and stop it in any way you can, with minimal damage, of course. I'm not saying you gotta hurt that violent person, but still, for these people, it's wrong to even show them that you're angry about what they're doing. Oh no, no, don't be angry. No, it's negative. No, no, this is nonsense, and it has nothing spiritual about it at all. These people are just afraid of being negative, afraid of seeming negative to other people, afraid of showing their anger, showing their sadness, showing their some sort of feeling like this. Many masters of the past, great masters, have always been angry, just angry. Not about something in particular. Just they don't smile much. There's fire in their eyes. You know. Wait, can I see my eyes? Okay, now you can see my eyes. There's fire in their eyes, like this. You know, people were not able to approach them easily. A lot of masters were like this. Just in Zen Buddhism. If you're someone who knows about Zen Buddhism and about how how it how it used to be taught, and even today, a lot of masters are very merciless. They're just, but they're not suffering. They're not suffering their anger. They're not suffering that feeling. No, you see, every feeling has a certain intensity of energy. Anger is energy. It's intensity. It's an intense energy. You can use it to do many things with it. You don't need to use it to feel bad. If you don't know how to manage it, if you don't know how to deal with it, then it hurts you and it makes you feel bad. But that example that I gave, like you see someone being abused violently on the street, and you just go there and you just feel this feeling of anger, and you just have to do something about it. Hey, what are you doing? You know, it's what's negative about that? Oh my God, he yelled. Oh my God, he was angry. No, he had to do that. That's it. It's natural. And it didn't hurt him. It didn't hurt him because he used it to do something positive with it, to do something good with it. See, this is transformation of energy. This is it. In transformation of energy, you're not afraid of using a feeling, even if it's negative. You're not concerned anymore with whether, oh, this is feeling is negative or positive. If you know how to use it, it's positive because you will use it positively. Because just to know how to use feelings for constructiveness instead of destructiveness, you already will, by nature, use it for the positive, for what's needed. That's it, what's needed. That person is being hurt by this person. He's violently abusing him. I'm going to stop this. That's it. Even if I have to fight, if you can, whatever you can. Just don't be afraid of showing your anger, showing discontent. Don't be afraid to yell. Don't be afraid to be intense because all these things are just intensity. We're not trying to hurt anyone. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're not trying to hurt the other person. If someone is saying a lie, is lying to people on somewhere, not just on the street, somewhere, anywhere, about something important. I don't know. I can't think of any examples, but just lying to them about something. Like for example, there's a drought, there's no water. Just simple example. And someone is telling them, hey guys, there's water there. Sorry, there's water there. Let's go. There's no water here. That person found water somewhere and he wants to take the water just for himself and for his family, for example. And he's telling people, hey, no, there's no water there. He wants to save that for him. And he's telling the other villagers or people, no, there's water way over there. And he knows that they're gonna die if they go there, but he doesn't care. He's an egotistic person. He's just thinking about himself and his own people, his own family, at, at least. And you hear this and you know that there's water where he's saying that there's no water. You could be like, hey, why the fuck are you lying to these people? Hey guys, don't believe him. There's water there. This guy this guy's a liar. You know? And you can even like maybe even like fight him or something. Just to show him how angry you are. Why are you doing this? You're sending these people off to die and you know there's water there and you want to keep for yourself? You're gonna expose him in front of everybody with anger. Now, did this anger hurt you? Did this anger hurt him? But if you think too much, oh, I shouldn't have any negative feelings. You're gonna be, oh, if I yell at him, it's negative. I can hurt his feelings. You're not concerned anymore about with you're not concerned anymore with whether it's helpful, it's useful, and that it should be done because this person is lying to people and he's sending them to die. All you're gonna be concerned about is, oh no, I should not. You're gonna be concerned about your image. Oh no, people know I'm spiritual, or I wanna prove to myself that I'm spiritual. I should not get angry. I should not yell. You see the problem? See where you fall into a bigger problem, much, much bigger problem. It's not even a problem to show anger. It's just intensity. Now, somebody else who's just being angry at someone and just hurting them and abusing them and, you know, just purposely hurting them just to hurt them. Because there's a difference if you've been hurt by someone and you start cussing and you start just yelling and cussing, oh, I hate you, wow, fuck you and this and that. You're not you're not being abusive to the person. You're expressing your pain. It's normal in that situation to see someone talking like that. It's normal. If the person can not get to that state, it's good. But it's not wrong if the person gets to that state, as long as they know what they're doing and what they're saying. As long as they're fully aware of what they're doing and what they're saying. As long as they know that they're not gonna be carried away and try to hurt the other person, even physically, or or just ruin their life, or you know what I mean. then it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be too afraid to keep your image of positivity or purity. That's bullshit. That does it's not like that's not how it goes. We're talking about unity with everything. You have to fusion yourself with everything, every energy. The positive, you can already take it in because it's positive. The negative, you can play with it. You don't take it in that sense because it can hurt you, harm you. But you can turn it around and change it and transform it into something better. This is the science of yoga. This is what really has been taught. And this is the basis of even finding your well being, even in moments of sadness and moments of anger, depression, anything. You use that energy, especially if it's intense energy, because, you know, like anger, for example, you can use that energy to better yourself. It, it need not hurt you, it need not harm you if you know how to handle it. To know how to handle it, there needs a certain comprehension, a certain understanding, a certain know how, and that's it. That's all you need to do. So just remove those ideas from your head, please, guys. Uh, you know, be natural. Just be natural. If you really believe in nature, or trust nature rather, if you really trust nature, then just remain natural and aware. Because even being aware is natural. So even if you get certain feelings like that, you will know what to do with them. Because their energy, you have to use it one way or another. If you don't use it, it will use you. If you misuse it, you will hurt the other person. So learn how to use it. Isn't this the most positive thing? To know how to use it constructively. That's what positive really means. But I don't want to get into positive negative. Forget about that. Just be aware. Your awareness will automatically and naturally lead you towards what's needed and towards what should be done and what's right. That's it. Even if from the outside it seems wrong, it can be right. This is just like medicine. Everything I just said now is the same principle as medicine. In medicine, many poisons have been used, poisons that are meant to kill. But when you know how to use them in a certain way, you can save a life with it. You can cure someone from a disease. So, one thing is negative, you can transform it if you have the skill, if you have the understanding. Same goes with our feelings. So, guys, don't be afraid to feel angry, to feel sad. Don't feel like, oh, you're not spiritual anymore. A lot of people see me getting angry or something, and they're like, oh, this guy, are you really spiritual? And you're talking about yoga the whole time, and you're teaching meditation techniques and all that. They just don't know. They just don't understand. But I trust that they will. Thank you very much.